we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Hey everyone, this is Shivangi. Welcome back to our channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you a step-by-step tutorial of this particular eyeshadow look. This is a bronzy, smoky eye look. It's very easy, to be honest. And to create this look, I will use Kay Beauty's latest eyeshadow palette. I will be using the Wild and Free variant. There are 4 variants, and this is the variant which I will be using to create this look. Also, at the end of this video, I'll give you a mini review of this palette. So do watch this video till the end. And as always, all the products which I will be using to create this look, the links of those products will be mentioned in the description box below. So definitely check it out. Now, without further ado, let's begin. So I've already done my base because this is mainly an eyeshadow tutorial using this palette. Now, first thing that I'm going to do is take this shade called Almond from the palette, and I'm going to apply it all over my crease. Next, I'm going to take this black shade called Ebony from the palette, and I'm going to apply it on the outer corner of my eyelid. Now, black is a very tricky color to work with, guys, so always start with taking very little pigment on your brush and then slowly build that color up. Not bad actually, it's blending pretty well so far. So you see I'm slowly building this black up, and I really like it, guys. This black is really nice. Okay, so once we have this black eyeshadow in place, I'm going to take this shade. It's called Olive. It's an olive green shade. It's not a matte shade, it's a satin shade. And I'm going to apply it over here near the black. After building this color up, I am going to jump into a shimmery shade. I'm going to take this bronze shade from the palette, and I am actually going to use my fingers to apply it on this empty area, the inner corner of my lid. Okay, so I'm not able to do this properly because of my nails. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a wet brush to apply it. Actually, let's try it dry first and then see how the pigmentation is and if the shimmery shade can be used with a dry brush. Okay, it's not really bad, but I'm pretty sure that we can intensify this with a wet brush. So I'm going to take a bit of setting spray on my palette, and then I'm going to dip my brush in the setting spray, then press the brush on my hand once because we don't want it soaking wet, and then I'm going to pick the pigment with the wet brush. Alright, so that made a lot of difference. Whenever you're using these shimmery shades, right, just use it with a wet brush. Just wet your brush with any setting spray, remove the excess setting spray from the brush, and then just dip it in the pan and apply. And I know a lot of people ask me that, you know, when you use a wet brush on the palette, molds can appear. So the key is, whenever you're using an eyeshadow palette and if you have used a wet brush in any of the pans, just leave it outside open for few hours. I always do this and it really works whenever I'm doing any eyeshadow look, and whenever I'm using a wet brush, which I do a lot, I just keep the palette open under the fan or something for few hours, and then in the night or something I keep it back. Okay, so I'm done applying the shimmery shade on both of my eyelids. Now to clean this look up, I'm first going to dip my brush into this olive shade, and I'm again going to apply it on the center of my eyelid, mixing it gently with the shimmery shade. Once this is done and you're happy with the blend of the olive and the bronze, you can take the black shade again and very lightly apply it on the outer corners of your eyelid just one more time. And at this point, I'm barely touching my brush on my eyelid, guys. Like, I'm not putting a lot of pressure or anything, because this black is quite intense. It can completely ruin the olive if you put a lot of pressure with your hand. So just barely touch your eyelid with it. Next step is cleaning up the crease, and to do that I'm going to take a fluffy brush, dip it into this color, which is almond. This is the only color which we applied on the crease, by the way. I'm going to run it through my crease one more time, blending everything together nicely. I'm also moving my brush in circular motion. That helps in blending the colors well. The blending is done on this side and I'm actually quite happy with it. I think the shades are blended pretty well. Now we'll get to the lower lash line. For my lower lash line, I'm going to dip my brush into this olive shade again. And this is the color which I'll apply on my lower lash line all the way through. The eye look is complete, guys. Now to enhance it a little more, I'm going to use a Kajal pencil because a smoky eye is incomplete without a Kajal pencil. I'm going to use Lakme Absolute Kohl Ultimate Kajal pencil. I'm going to apply the kajal on my upper waterline as well. Before I put on false lashes, I'm going to use one coat of mascara as always. I'll use Flower Beauty Warrior Princess Mascara. I just wanted to show you this look without the false lashes. Just in case you're not planning to wear false lashes, then you can of course let this one coat dry up and then apply another coat of mascara and just leave it as it is. But I will be wearing false lashes, so I'll quickly wear them off camera and then come back. My false lashes are on and you'll find the details in the description box below. Now moving on to finishing up this look. So I just remembered that I did my base but I did not use any contouring product. So I actually am going to contour my cheekbones and my jawline before I do the rest of the things. For that I'll use Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. For blush, I'll actually use Sugar's Contour de Force Face Palette in the shade Subtle Summit. And I'll be using this color of the blush from the palette. I just realized I could have used this shade for contouring my jawline and my cheekbones, but it's okay. Like, if you do have this palette, then it's a great palette. It has a blush, a highlighter, and of course a contouring product. It's a good palette. I really like it. Now let's put on this blush. For highlighting as well, I'm going to use the highlighter which is there in this palette. First, I'm going to highlight the inner corners of my eyes and my brow bone. And next, with the same highlighter, I'm going to highlight all the high points of my face. Lastly, for my lips, I'll use K-Beauty's Lip Crayon in the shade Faux Pas. Now, to set everything in place, I'm going to use a setting spray. I'll use NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray. And we're done, guys. This is the final look. Definitely let me know in the comment section below what you feel about this look. Now, talking about this palette, I thoroughly enjoyed using it. I think all the shades from the palette, they do blend beautifully. Even the black, it's not patchy. It blends like a dream on the eyelids, and the pigment is so strong. I'm really impressed with the black shade. Apart from that, the other shades as well did blend beautifully. The shimmers are very nice and foiled. There's just one color in this palette which I feel is a bit lackluster, and that is this olive shade. I just feel it does not pack a punch. Like, you can't really notice it much on the eyelids. But apart from that, I'm actually really happy with the formula and the blendability and the pigmentation of all the shades that I used today. One thing you'll have to keep in mind if at all you're planning to pick up this variant from the other shades of K-Beauty's eyeshadow range is that this is an earthy toned palette. This is not the kind of palette which you can use to create really bright and vibrant looks. This is a muted palette. You can definitely create a smoky eye, something like this with it, or you can also create a nice plum look with it. But the possibilities are not endless. They are quite limited. Like, for specific looks, this is a really good palette. But if at all you're looking for an eyeshadow palette which can do a muted look as well and a vibrant look as well, then you can definitely consider getting other variants of the palette. Overall, I do give full points to these palettes. I think these are some really nice palettes, and I do have another variant from this palette. It's called Self Love. This is a pink toned palette, and I will be making a mini tutorial on this which will go up on my Instagram handle, and here comes the plugin for that. If at all you're not following me on Instagram, then ensure that you do. I keep posting some makeup related content on my Instagram handle as well, and don't worry, I will create a look with self-love on YouTube as well, but Instagram one will come first. Anyway, you can check out my handle, and if you like my content, then you can definitely give me a follow there as well. I'll leave the links in the pinned comment of the comment section below, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel already, then please subscribe to our channels. We've got this channel where I post beauty content, and we've got another channel where we post daily vlogs. Again, the links of the channels are also going to be in the pinned comment of the comment section below. And yeah, that's it from me for today, guys. Please take care of yourself and stay safe. I shall see you in the next one. Bye bye. Mwah.